So I gave myself the challenge because I had a huge amount of clothes, my money pile, that needed to get listed. So I decided to do 10 listings a day for 10 days. And I'm going to share with you in little snippets throughout the week of how I did and if it changed anything in my sales. So I hope you enjoy this, and you will see as I went along through the days, I will have sales pop up along with voiceover just to let you know how I list. I'm going to show you my process during this whole challenge of mine, and hopefully that will motivate you, help you learn a few things. I always enjoy seeing other resellers, how they process, how they do things. It just gives me some ideas, and yeah. So enjoy it, and I'll be back with the numbers and my conclusion on, as a part-time reseller, can I keep up with 10 listings a day? Oh, and just really quick, look at this vest. How cute is this? I ordered it from What Megan Likes. Megan, thank you so much. I love this vest. So I went on her website and ordered it, and I am so in love with it. Anyway, I love it. So boho. So here is my routine after my quiet time in the morning. I make my coffee and hang out a little bit, but then I come into my listing studio or my Posh closet, and I start on the day with my listings in mind, the items in mind I want to list. And I try to go back and forth from like maybe a dress and then a top and then a purse if I have it, a scarf. Scarves are going to be a big thing to start really getting listed because fall's coming up. But I'm steaming this dress, so I just have a basic steamer that I had gotten. I actually like it because it's got a little lever on it that keeps the steam coming. I don't have to push anything. It just keeps going until I turn it off, that little lever. And I check the front and the back. I'm going to take pictures, so I do use Canva to take my pictures so I can have a side-by-side. And just there, I was actually steaming the label. It makes it look so nice and clean. So I'm taking pictures of the front and the back, and I do that in portrait mode, and then I'll take it into Canva, and I'm going to show you here in a minute close up. I'll bring my phone over, but I will do a side-by-side. So I take both pictures I took, bring them into Canva. I remove the background, so they have a remove background feature, and then I do lighten up the folder, the picture, because it does kind of take away that color when I take the background away. For some reason it darkens it a little bit, so I try to make it true to color as what I'm seeing with my eye for the buyer. And once I get that photo taken, I typically skirts, dresses, anything that's long that I can put side by side, I try to do. I just think it looks really nice. So I'm going to pull up my listing that I have saved because I found a stock photo, and then I will insert that picture in. And then I'll go take the rest of the pictures, making sure to take any pictures of any details, pockets, belts, obviously the label, and I'm checking to see what it's saying. Hey, this is probably what it's going to sell for or whatever. And I'm typing in the actual brand. Sometimes I don't put the brand. If the brand really doesn't matter, I don't even put the brand in there. But this one I did, and so I'm going to go take the pictures. I'm going to show it is off the shoulder, the belt, kind of how flowy the skirt portion is, that there is a slit in the side. I'll take that is lined, so I took a picture of the liner and the tag of what is in, what the materials are. I measure armpit to armpit and shoulder to hem. And of course, with the jeans, I'll measure the inseam, the waist, and the length. But typically on my dresses, I don't measure the waist. I will say if it has elastic in the waist, or I'll measure it and say, hey, it doesn't have elastic, or this does have stretch to it. I'll say that. I speak a lot of my words in there. A lot of my keywords are my describing that. So at the bottom of my keywords in the description, I put the SKU number, and then I scroll down into the additional information, additional details, and I put that SKU number in there. So when I sell an item, that SKU number on Poshmark, that SKU number will show up in the sale. And if I sell it on another platform, I just pull up my Poshmark and find that SKU really quickly, and then I know to delete that listing as well if it's sold on another platform. But yeah, so there's my listing. That's basically my rundown of how I do them, and I've gotten quicker over a period of time, so that helps. This was a piece that was donated that sold. Like as soon as I listed it, it sold on Depop for full price. Go figure. Crazy. So I've got some other things while I'm listing this purse that was donated to me sold, and on an offer. I had it listed for $45. I think it sold for $39. And then the next day when I came in, I had to pack some orders. So this is, I don't know why I picked this up. This is one of those, why did you pick this up? It was new with tags. It was $1 at Provisions, so I got it. It sold for $15. I was like, yes, take it out of my closet. And then this, it was in my death pile, and I just listed them. So I took those orders out, and I also have some soap orders, but I turned my little living room into my dining room. My daughter came in. This was all green, like horrible green. And there was wallpaper in here at one time when we bought, but now it's this it's like a chalkboard color. And so she helped that. I'll have some before videos to show, but now I have this dining area, and she's coming tomorrow to paint my living room. Now this room out here, although needs to be organized very badly, this is where I make all of my soap and all that, but I also pack all my orders. Here's my product. I have to clean up my shipping area. It is a disaster. Those are the 2 orders that I pulled, but I also have these orders here. So someone ordered 5 of the candy cane soaps, 5 of the peppermint mocha lattes. This is exfoliating. Don't mind, I played guitar yesterday, so that's why my fingers look like I strum with my hand, so my fingernail polish came off. And this is oats and honey, or honey hive. It's oats and honey, goat milk oats and honey. She ordered the face bar detox. This is for oily skin, and the Goodnight Farm, where I love landscape soap, so I put a moon in here with like a whimsical sky, night sky, and the ground there. And then I have to go up to the farm store and finish her order, but she ordered the Normal to Curly shampoo bar. I'm running out of shampoo bars. I am making more tonight. I've got to do all 3 of my shampoo bars tonight, and I've got to do my Far Out soap, which is like a Galaxy soap. She ordered a watermelon, and the Ladies Only. This is a gentle soap. All of my soaps are gentle, but I added apple cider vinegar and some other things to help balance the pH, and so that's why I call it Ladies Only. Hibiscus, this is another face bar. I have 3 face bars. This one's for mature skin. I use this one, but I also use my Himalayan salt bar as well. She ordered the face care kit, so I'll have to go up and get the mask. So it comes with the bar, the face bar, the toner, the radiance. This is for moisturizing, and there's a mask and a lip butter that I put in that. And my niece ordered my Main Growth, so I'm getting that sent out to her. I'm going to cover that address there. So that's heading to Tennessee. So I hope I didn't cover all those. So Tennessee, I will get this right here in just a minute. So Tennessee, this is going to Alexandria in Oregon, and then this is going to Elizabeth in Virginia, this order here. So I gotta keep them all straight, but I have to get more of this, like, to finish the order. Okay, here's the goal. So I have about 60% listed. I have 2 things over here on my wall that I'm gonna start listing on, and once everything is listed, I will do a fast forward of a pack up I just failed yesterday. So I have to move on to my next rack to get all of my items. So it's going to be 18 listings. 18 listings. It is 6:15. So I'm just going to get on it. I'm going to try to go back and forth with things I have. I do have those 2 fry boots that I can list too. That's pretty easy. So I may do that in the mix of it all, but I have to get all these done because I want this rack empty. That's the goal. I had one more obstacle, which isn't so much an obstacle in the sense it's a good thing. A friend of mine called me and said, got a bag full of Free People items. They do smell like smoke, but if you want them and try to get the scent out, you can have them. I just did the first batch. This will be a separate video. I have to do a haul, a Free People haul. So be sure you are subscribed and put that notification bell so that you get notified. I have to go back and do that on channels I watch because I'm like, where's the videos? And I go back and the bell is not clicked. Like, anyway, so do that because I'm thrilled. The first 5 items, one is an Angie's. So 4 that I put in the washing machine with OxyClean and Purification Essential Oil. They don't smell like smoke. So 4 Free People that I've already washed. 1 Angie. It's like this jumper with the really wide legs. And really boho. All of it's boho. All of it's the stuff I love to list. So I'm really thrilled. But I gotta stay focused. I'm in between listing, getting those clothes out, hanging them up. I have them hanging on my back deck to air out. So the smoky ones, I'll throw up a picture. I'll give you a sneak peek. I'll throw up a picture. This isn't all of them. This isn't all of them because I had some in the washing machine when I took this picture. And there's one new with tags behind it that I'm like contemplating on what to do because I have to wash it, but then I have to take the tags off. Those new with tags. Anyway, so I'll be doing that, hanging those up, coming back in here, listing 18 items. I got to do it. 18. We're going to do it. And then I'll go from there because I still have so much more to list. But I'm going to get on the ball. I'll throw some shoes in there and I've got my lineup going. So here we go. All right, so I'm back to listing again, and I sold this Tommy Hilfiger. I had this forever, and it sold on offer for $22. I'm so happy. Here's the other pair of pants I had that I had thrifted and listed, and that sold fast. This I had forever. I was so excited to find this new with tags in the bins, like, oh my gosh, so long ago. Sold for $33, and then this I just showed this in a haul as well. This cardigan that sold on Depop for $23, I believe. And then this is a dress that was just in the last haul as well, sold for $51, full asking price. So all I was doing there was assigning the SKU numbers to that inventory, and then I just put them in my inventory. Some things are hanging up. I do have a closet on the other side of the room that I do hang some items up, but most of it goes into bags and keeps it protected. So update, it is Wednesday, the 30th of August, and I am 5 behind on my listings, 5 listings behind. So today I have to list, I'm going to do it, I have to list 15. So I see how difficult this is with everything that I have, other things that I have to do, but I have 15 items laid out. I've got 2 over here, and then the rest are over here, well, including a bathing suit. I'm like, why haven't I listed this bathing suit? I'll list it. It's the Hollister one with new with tags. Actually, I may even just throw it into buy, sell, trade because it's new with tags. We'll see. Anyway, I might just list it because it doesn't have that protective thing on it. So far so good. Yesterday, my average sales, so I sold 4 things yesterday and I put them up on that fast forward, but it's my average sale price was $29. So that's pretty good. And 2 of the things I've had forever and they sold for decent amount. So I'm really happy about that. Let's see what the week brings. I'll be back with kind of like my totals at the end and see if all this listing made a difference. We're coming out of that summer slowdown into people shopping for fall. School around here starts, I want to say in 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks. In Virginia, by the way, and I know people are school shopping. That's the other thing. I have a pair of boots I'm listing. See how it goes from here, but I'm optimistic. I'm liking the way this looks. Oh, you can't really see what's over. This is some of the Free People, which will be the next video. I will do a Free People haul. Really excited. I have one item listed so far, so I'm kind of integrating. I was kind of integrating those in. All right, here we go. So I wanted to give y'all a glimpse of our farm, and I got 2 new rescue horses in to utilize with our program. So that was the other thing I was doing during this 10-day challenge. This is Gabriel and Samuel, and they are just amazing. They're a little skittish. They were rescue horses, so kind of have a past to them. And this is our puppy, Milo. So he keeps me busy too, cutie pie. Now, I came in my last day of listing for my challenge. I sold these boots in like 10 minutes and I cleaned. I was ready for my room to be back in order. So that's what I did here. Okay, so in conclusion, as you see, my farm, we had gotten 2 new horses for our program because we've had a really rough year on this farm. I lost my hard horse, and then we had to put 2 of our ponies down that we utilized for the program. So I was out looking for a couple other horses that we could utilize for the youth. And anyway, so we brought those in during this whole process of me doing this challenge that was going on as well. And we got a new puppy, as you saw. And I mean, we've had him now probably for 4 months, I think, like around 4 months, 3 or 4 months. And so my conclusion before I give you the numbers for the 10 days is that no, I cannot do 10 listings a day as a part-time reseller because of all the other things that I am doing. Is it totally doable for someone, say if you're a mom and you're taking care of a home, you're not working outside of the home? Is this something you could do 10? Absolutely, you could do 10 listings a day. If you have the inventory. The other reason I can't do 10 listings a day is because I only thrift once or twice every couple of weeks. And sometimes it's really quick and sporadic. So I wouldn't be able to obtain the inventory I would need to list 10 items a day. Realistically, for me, 3 to 5 is easy. I can get up in the morning, I have my quiet time, I can pull out what I want to list, even get it prepped for the night before. I'm up at 4 typically in the morning, so I could start 5:30 and start listing and get everything before I need to go up to the barn and feed horses or get ready for youth to come to work with the horses. So I think that's more doable for me, and it also fits the amount of inventory I'm bringing in. So I think that was really great. What did I do with my glasses? So my numbers, so I sold 13 items, which isn't really any more than what I would typically sell in a week or 10 days. But 4 of those items were donated. And so my cost of goods for everything that sold in that was $18. So I figured 2 per item, and then the 4 I didn't have a cost of goods, just my time listing. And that was that B. Muskowski. I always think I'm quoting the Monsters Inc. or something, but that one, and that purse was donated. Thank you, Karen. And then her sister actually came into Poshmark, saw my video, came into Poshmark and ordered that polka dot dress. It's like a designer dress that was like new with tags. Pretty awesome. So she came in and bought it full price for $51. So that was not a donated piece, but it was just kind of cool that her sister came in and bought that. And then I had the Vera Bradley. So thank you, Deanne. She gave me that Vera Bradley purse with the matching wallet. That sold full price on Depop, which is surprising in itself. And then the other thing that was donated, was that Angie's Harlem jumpsuit. And that sold for $23. So it wasn't a lot, but it was Angie's. And that's pretty amazing to get 23. So that's $16.08 to me. So my total was $314.21. And my cost of goods was 18. So that leaves me at $296.21 is what my cost of goods to me, is my earnings. So that's all the fees and everything. So yeah, I mean, I think that's great for now the amount of work I did, and I was hoping that would be double, but in the reality of reselling is you're putting all this work up front. It takes weeks, months for it to pay off, because it's just the nature of how that goes. And depending on what you're listing, how many people are after that item, what's the demand on that. So that plays a big, huge part in it. I have listed, I believe, all of the Free People donations that I've gotten, tons of likes, but Free People's hard to move. It's so saturated. So I had to really try to get in there and get a good listing price. So that probably will be weeks or months before those are actually sold. And that's the difference. I make my lotion, or I make a product, and I put it out on my website or in my email, in my marketing email, or I put it on Facebook, and immediately they're buying, and typically will sell out within the next 48 hours. So it's more of an instant gratification with the products that I make versus the reselling. But all in all, I have realized something about me now that I'm almost 53 years old, that I have to have multiple things that I do. I can't hyper focus on one thing, or it burns me out. I get bored. I don't know. So I think that's why I've always, since I was young, had dabbled in this over here and then did this over here. So, I'm thrifting and reselling. I'm making product. I'm running our nonprofit here on our homestead and with the youth, and I lead worship on Sunday morning. All of that I fit into a week, and I absolutely love I don't even know what the word, I love the dynamics of all of it. I love how it flows in with my lifestyle of being busy and doing just all these different things. And it's a better fulfillment than me just doing one thing. And I got burnt out on making product a couple months ago. I think it was in May. I was getting prepared for a event, and that I worked solid for a week on just that. And I made more sales online standing at this event I had to drive almost 2 hours to than I did at the event. And it burnt me out so bad. I was just like, I can't even look at another oil or butter or mixer or my lotion dispenser. I just can't. So I'm just now getting back into that. So I've learned that about myself, that I've got to do a little bit here, a little bit there, and it does flourish. I mean, it does. I think all this listing I've done, I'm going to continue with 3 to 5 listings. And it was funny, when I was cleaning out, I found 4 purses that I forgot I even thrifted. Isn't that something? So I started listing those, really Y2K kind of buckle purses. So that'll be fun to list. But yeah, so that was my conclusion. I was hoping for more sales, but just like those 2, the fry boots, both of those fry boots I haven't sold the other pair. They're small, they're a 6, but I sold the 8.5, and those were donated. And I was going to put the fry boots up for 76, because that's kind of where this particular boot was selling around. I'm like, you know what? No, let me put them up for 90. I would love, not 76, 75. I would love to get 75 for them. I'd like to sell them for 75. And no sooner did I list them, hit list, get up to the barn to make food, I had an offer for $76. It couldn't have been any more than 10 minutes from the time they were listed. I was like, absolutely. So I did have higher sales, and I didn't even work out my average sale. But anyway, so I think it helped me also to learn how to list on, sometimes I can spend too much time looking things up and trying to find, I don't know if you hear my husband sneezing, finding stock photos, which is all great, but I need to not have to spend so much time per item. I need to get it. If I can't find it, don't keep searching and trying to find, info or whatever. Just, I've got the product in front of me. Let's describe it. Let's get it measured. Make sure it's clean, no defects, or if it does, I list those, obviously, and then get it listed. So, but yeah. Anyway, I hope that was enjoyable to watch. I love fast forwards, like when people are cleaning something and you see it's like an instant gratification of it getting cleaned up. So I can't tell you how many times I watched that when I was cleaning up the room. And this is my rack. Oh, this is my rack of Free People. And I did do a small thrift at my favorite thrift store, Provisions. So I did do a haul over there, which I'll share that when I do the Free People video, which I'll be recording soon after this. So I hope you enjoyed it, and be sure to like and subscribe. I keep forgetting to say that, but yeah. So thank you for watching. Thank you for your encouraging words. I get emails, and I really appreciate that, because I know a lot of y'all don't have a account with YouTube. You can watch the videos, but you can't leave a comment, and you're sending emails out. That means a lot, and I appreciate it. And Megan doesn't know who I am, but I'll link her video where she said she called me Jennifer because that's my name, but I go by my initials, JC, because Jennifer is spelled with one N. So she said, thank you, Jennifer, for ordering this. But yeah, how cute. Oh my gosh. See, I have never found anything like this thrifting. And when she showed that on a thrift haul, I was like, yep, I'm going to buy that. So I'll probably wear it this Sunday with something. This is just a little mini dress that I have on underneath. Guys, thanks so much. Have a great week. Bye.